Allow yourself to get comfortable in your chair or on your bed. This meditation is for teachers, that you find peace within, that you take time to nourish yourself, that you open your heart vessel and release the feelings that can build, so that you can find the joy and the lightness and the strength. Find your breath in your belly. And then invite the breath into the belly and then the chest. Notice any areas where your breath feels restricted, and just gently relax those restrictions so your breath can be full again. Belly, chest. Allow the rib cage to expand and the collarbones to lift. Couple more breaths like that. Belly, chest, rib cage, collarbones. Stretching through the restrictions. And then begin to focus more on your exhale. So if you were counting to 5 on an inhale, control the exhale by just gently tightening the back of your throat, so exhale is a 7 count. Breathing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At your own pace, again, 5 in. And 7 out. Two more breaths with a long exhale. The long exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps you to calm and relax. It sends chemical messengers to your brain for healing and nourishing and rejuvenation. And then releasing the focus from your breath while remaining in a deep, slow breathing state. I'd like for you to imagine that you can soften behind each eye and melt any tension in your eyelids. And then allow your jaw to soften. And relax the back of your throat. Melting the tension in your tongue, in your whole throat. Allow your shoulders to melt down away from your ears. And then imagine you could soften and relax where your head and your neck come together. As though you're releasing your neck and letting the head gently stretch from side to side. Bringing the shoulders up to your ears and then dropping them down on an exhale. Shoulders back up and dropping them back down towards your back on an exhale. Imagine you're sliding off your shoulders the role that you play in other people's lives. Relaxing your forearms and your hands. Sliding off the role that you play as teacher. Just imagining you're taking that role off like a big cape that you're wearing and putting it in a beautiful vessel that you can pick it up from later. Releasing all the pleasant things and the unpleasant. Feeling your shoulders become lighter. Imagine you could release the past, everything you've carried, and let go of the future, everything coming tomorrow. Give yourself some energetic space by being present in this moment. Taking 15 minutes just for you. Breathing in. Softening and melting your body and breathing out. You can take a few minutes if you like to release the role you play in other people's lives in different ways, whether you're a mother, a father. Exhaling the stress that comes with being a coworker, an employer, or an employee. Releasing the role you play with finances. And other stressors in your life. I'd like for you to, just for the moment, release your connection to our community. Expanding your energy field all the way out beyond even the state and the country. Beyond the world and the environment. Feeling the earth below. Even imagine the feet connecting to the earth. And expand all the way from the crown of your head, like a Star Trek beam of light up to the Big Dipper. My Qigong teacher would say, imagine you're stirring the stars in the heavens, feeling your connection to the mystical realms above, and to the grounding of the earth below. And imagine you lean back into the strength of the most beautiful tree you can imagine. Noticing the tree is not stiff and rigid. It's actually swaying a little bit back and forth. It has strength, but it also yields. Its inside is soft. It allows for the fluids to move up to the tips of the branches. And like a willow tree, be flexible as it moves back and forth, feeling the sun, gently moving with flexibility. Allow your breath into your chest and feel your heart and feel your lungs. I know that this has been a difficult time. Allow yourself to feel that personally, just your own personal experience, letting go of the strength you've carried for others. Allow yourself to breathe into the metal element of your lungs and soften that metal. Notice if there's any grief, a feeling of sighing, the heaviness in the chest. Doesn't matter what the grief is attached to, just allow yourself to empty the lungs and release it. Just with your breath, the sigh, or with your tears. There's been so much to hold. You've had to be so strong. In this moment, you can release and let go. Softening any shoulds within yourself, letting go of your inner judge. And breathe in compassion for yourself. Knowing that we know how hard this has been. Breathe in compassion. And exhale the feelings that come up. Emptying your heart vessel now, the fire element. Feeling the layers of protection that have been built up over time. Melting and softening away. Just for a little while. Feeling the heart softer and softer, more and more open. May I be at peace. And as you softly release the heart and it gets more and more empty, you can now feel the warmth and the smile that's underneath all that you've carried. The heart loves to carry lightness and silliness and humor. It's the youth within us. It's the fire, it's the passion, it's the excitement. So allow yourself the luxury of remembering those feelings. Perhaps the silliness of dancing children, the flames of a fire, the horses that race fast through the fields. All of that is the fire that keeps us going. And then allow that warmth to soften around your rib cage, coming down with your breath into your belly again. You might even put your hand on your upper belly and feel that tension. This is worry. This is your earth element. Exhale worry. You don't need to carry that right now. And breathe in the most nourishing thing you can imagine. This earth element gets off balance when we don't get enough hugs, because we can't. So imagine that you're drawing in the loving energy and hugging yourself, or a loved one, or your best friend, or your cat or your dog. Allow that nourishing into your belly, comforting the center of your being. And then breathing through the rest of the belly into the wood element. You could put your hands on your rib cage, liver, gallbladder region. Feel the ribs expand. And then this is about tension. It's about anger. It's about resentment. These are okay to feel. So let yourself, with a little growling exhale, shake out. Release everything you've held. This is the worker within you, the part that did more and more and more. Kept changing and picking up the pieces and doing them again. It's okay to feel those, stretch through them, and release them. In Qigong, we believe in allowing these feelings, emptying that vessel, and finding the beautiful, expansive energy afterwards. It's okay to feel resentment toward others, even if it's not fair to them or to yourself. The irritability driving or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Just put it down. Put down the work. Feel the balance now throughout your belly and breathe out anything you're still carrying. We've done fire, we've done earth, we've balanced metal and wood. And for the last minute, I'd like for you to breathe into the water element. You could even imagine placing your hands on your kidneys in the back or in your lower belly. Melt your pelvic floor, soften around your male or female organs. Feel yourself in the seat of your being, surrendering back into rest. Exhaling from your hips down your legs, as though you're sitting at the most beautiful body of water you can imagine. Imagine you might even be floating, if that feels safe, within this warm body of water that's just so very gently rocking back and forth, or perhaps a hammock nearby. May I be nourished. May I be held in the loving arms of the universe, leaning back, surrendering to this moment, breathing in and breathing out. If you'd like to stay in this peaceful place for 5 more minutes, making it 20, take all the time you need. If you need to come back, just remember the best feeling you had during your meditation. Bring it back to your center and let the sounds gently bring you back to the moment. Thank you for all you do in our children's lives.